and welcome to the Fortnightly Frontier Season 3, Episode 7. My name is Meyer, and with me today is...
Darionator.
Darionator, that's his name.
Darionator.
Don't wear it out. Tor.
Tor
for short.
Yes.
My name is Tor.
Darionator. It is Episode 7 of Season 3, and welcome.
Welcome.
This weird podcast.
Joining us today are none other than our guests, Supermalt and King Goblin.
No, unfortunately, it is Hobgoblin.
Oh, just the Hobgoblin. Okay.
Just the lowly Hobgoblin.
Just the lowly serf. Yes, okay. Cool.
Because I can't get King Goblin anywhere. It ran out.
Yeah, it does. It gets more expensive up until they brew because it's one of those beers that they only brew at certain periods. And then, on Amazon, the 6-pack or something starts at like £12, or the original equivalent. And then right now on Amazon, it's like £17 or something.
Yeah, well, it's a golden ale, the King Goblin. So
yeah, it's
a
golden ale.
Maybe find something else. The Green King St. Edmund's Golden Ale is fantastic. If you can find that, it's English, so you should be able to find that. I do suggest it, although it's slightly more expensive. It's or maybe it's not, because the Hobgoblin is €2 for a half a liter or a pint.
Yeah.
If you want to get technical, but the St. Edmund's is €2 4.33.
Okay. Have you tried any of the other beers from the Witchwood Brewery?
Oh yeah. King Goblin, the Black Witch, and then there was some Christmas thing that I really didn't like.
Okay, I can't remember the Christmas one. I know there is a Halloween one, and I know that there is...
It was a Halloween one, yeah. I didn't like it.
Okay.
I'm very picky about my beers. Anyway, shall we talk about Star Citizen, or are we just gonna turn into raging alcoholics? Or is it too late for that?
I think it's far too late for that. We are much too far gone for that.
Well, as much as there was a lot to discuss 2 weeks ago in terms of Star Citizen releases, there isn't much. 2.3.1 came on PTU, and they're basically just fixing stuff they broke in 2.3.
A whole bunch of hot fixes.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Nothing really to write home about.
Nothing much, no. They managed to break
the Starfarer is... Yeah, they managed to break Old Vanderwall. They changed the checkpoint rings. They're not black and yellow, or black and orange.
Blue and yellow, like dark
blue and yellow,
with like yellow grooves in them.
Yeah, but anyway, they're no longer white, and they don't open.
Yeah, I mean, they do open now. Well, in the PTU,
they do
open now, but they open up much more slowly than they used to. As a result, if you're a faster ship like a 350R, you need to make sure you're more dead center. You can't you don't have that the time for it to dilate completely as it used to.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Well, one thing is worthy of mentioning. The Starfarer is currently in everybody's hangar, so go check it out.
Yes, so by the time this podcast will come out, unfortunately, that time will be over. It was only available in everybody's hangar for the weekend, they said, in ATV. So unless they extend that weekend, I think that is what is going to be it with that thing, yes.
So basically disregard what I just said.
Yeah, by the time
if
you
you're
guys
watching
see it on
this if you're watching this on Twitch and you had no idea that Starfarer is in your hangar, yeah.
Go have a look.
Have a look. Yeah.
Go get lost in the best possible way.
Because it's so easy to get lost in the Starfarer. Oh my god. I do actually know my way around, but the first half an hour or so, especially on the maintenance level, is new.
Yeah, I mean, once you do get to knowing the Starfarer, I mean, it's really intuitive knowing where everything is. But I suppose it's like, going to somebody's house for the first time. It's always going to be kind of, awkward the first time around. You're like, where are you?
Yeah, exactly. And you said house, not apartment or flat. House.
Yes.
House. Yeah. Big
It is a
house.
house. Yes, a big house.
Mm. And there's some funky physics going on, especially if you have the buggy. You can park it right on the edge where the ramp lowers, and then it will smash it against the hangar floor, and it will do a few somersaults and get stuck in the
Yeah.
gangway.
Yeah,
It
my
done that.
buddy Robert Chief,
It's funny.
my buddy Robert Chief, Robert Chief, he's a moderator on my channel, and he
Hmm.
managed to do something. I'm not 100% sure what. I think it was with a gray cat, but he managed to replicate that get low 300 series thing that you did before, or you recorded before, with a Starfarer. So it was bucking like that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't record it. That was in Which Glitch, one of the glitches in Which Glitch, and it was
Okay.
just doing very slowly and out of sync. And I basically just took one piece, sped it up
Yeah.
a bit, and synced
Sink it,
it,
sank it, sunk it.
sunk it. I sunk it to that song, yeah, because it reminded me of some of the stuff from Need for Speed Underground. Oh, hello, GameFleek07 to you.
Oh seven, welcome to season 3, episode oh 07.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I should change that title. Um,
With your
Instead
phone.
of 07 to 07. There we go. Um,
Train of thought has been derailed. So we're talking about the Starfarer and how
yeah.
it's available in hangars for the weekend for those who are watching on Twitch. On YouTube, unfortunately, because the video comes out on Wednesday, it most likely will no longer be. However, people are speculating that the Starfarer will be coming out and be flyable in 2.4.
2.4, yes. So
2.4.
this month.
Mm.
And a few other things that Chris Roberts has alluded to coming out in
Alluded to, yes.
2.4. Although it. Fuck was that? Random noises. Although it's still to be determined whether that he was just rambling on and on what he wants to be included in a game in the near future, not specifically 2.4. But good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to, right now, in the hangar, we have the Starfarer, you have the basic pristine model. You have to kind of, like, understand that, like, for the Starfarer to be flight ready, all the damage states also need to be there, and everything else. I mean, maybe that will also be iterative, and then, like, in the future, later on, they'll be adding more and more things. The same way with the Freelancer, it only just got its finalized damage states now. And I say finalized, I mean, again, it's iterative, so its most recent damage states now. But yeah,
Including the
because
HUD, a working HUD, which is nice.
yeah. So it has a new working HUD now. I mean, like, when you say new working HUD, basically everything that should be on is on, but now it's a huge big cluster of interface. So they're going to
Yeah.
need to work on that as well. But again, everything is iterative.
Then again, it is a truck, and trucks have. Have you been in a modern truck?
No, sir,
It
I have
is
not.
a catastrophe of panels
A
and
catastrophe.
a catastrophe, yeah, of panels and screens, especially in the long hauler ones.
Right.
GameFleek, your question: does the Car2L have damage states? Yeah, it has. The charred, broken down hull texture. The shader damage state, and it also has stuff missing, the stuff that can be blown off. So, damage states, I don't know if finalized, but they're certainly there.
Yeah, so they can get damaged, but it's not pretty damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like the different appendages will break off. The funny protrusions will come off if you crash into them. They can get shot off and then leave the ball thrusters remaining, and then they can then get shot and destroyed. Then that will completely mess you up, and you won't be able to fly or steer properly. But it's like in terms of like wear and that kind of the decals and stuff, that's not really there yet, but it will be soon, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And I like that they give us a ship as soon as it becomes flyable and not complete, so they can keep
Yeah.
iterating on it. And yeah, because we are very impatient children.
Very impatient.
That want it now, want it now, want it now. Yeah, because that's how I am about the Carrack. I'm not very vocal about it, but I do want it now.
Yeah. I mean, like, it is one of the last ships to be hangar ready, is it not? I mean,
the Carrack?
Yeah, because it's not a Squadron 42 ship, is it?
I don't think it is, no.
No.
It's being, current state is it's being slated for an interior concept pass.
Mm-hmm.
So
interior
that means
concept pass. So yeah, so it's not even just
it's not even modeled. Well, it is modeled
from the outside.
From the outside, yeah, and the cockpit.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, it's gone forward from, it's not just a drawing, so it's already an actual model, which then needs to be animated and finalized and then turned into engine. So it's somewhere along.
So yeah, what else? Yeah. So April Fool's happened.
April Fool's happened. Yeah. A lot of people will actually want that.
I cannot blame them. But it's really cool that it's there, and I wouldn't be too surprised if in the future, given just how people want stuff, that like we'll get a skin, not a variant, but a skin. Because I mean, like, they have random ass skins like the "You've Got Our Back" skin. So yeah, a Benny skin.
Yeah, and the South by Southwest Aurora skin, the exploded parrot one is just a skin. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, like, it might not fit too well. I mean, like, why wouldn't it fit too well? I mean, like, it's a bit playful, but I mean, you have Benning's boxes there in the first place, so it does fit.
Somebody has to refill them.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I see it happening. It's one of those April Fool's jokes that will become a thing.
It's I've been to some games where such things have happened. Yeah. It was an April Fool's thing, and then people liked it so much it was actually implemented.
Yeah. You see that a lot with like novelty items on ThinkGeek. I think one or two April Fool's jokes from Blizzard actually ended up being features in World of Warcraft as well and stuff like that, because it's just a silly thing that people want, so why not give it to them, especially since you've made it.
Okay, but we were talking about 2.4.
2.4, yes. So
16 faces.
16 faces, 8 male, 8 female. However, I mean, like, was he saying that was coming up for 2.4, or I mean,
the way I remember it,
brought up. Yeah.
No, but the way I remember it, he did mention it for 2.4. So here's my question: are they actually gonna be so daft to put female faces on male bodies, or are we actually getting female bodies as well?
That would be amazing. I don't think so. I mean, like, the fact that we don't have the female body in the first place kind of makes me a bit more skeptical about that coming out. But
they could possibly do the 8 male faces and then in 2.41 or something add the female skeleton and the 8 female faces as well.
Yeah, because the way they do their releases, like 2.1, 2, 3, 4, the way that they have them internally, and they plan out their releases, is that they don't have any specific features in mind. They're just time frames for when they want to release a new big thing, and then whatever is ready comes out the door. That's what they've said before, as that's what their process is. So whatever is ready will come out. So like you say, if only the 8 male faces are ready, they'll probably come out. As for the female stuff,
they're time patches. They're not feature patches.
Yeah. So end of the month is always kind of like the thing, unless like there's a big, like, a mess of bugs that they need to iron out, then it might be a bit more delayed.
Oh yeah, and what else? I mean, the recent Reverse the Verse with Chris Roberts was basically him answering a question and everything that is tangentially connected to that question in every possible way, because that is the Chris Roberts way. Because I was in the subscriber chat and there were like hundreds of questions and he maybe answered 4 in that whole hour.
Yeah.
I mean, so what else did he say? Do you remember?
Do I remember? Hmm. Uh, the faces thing was pretty big thing.
Mhm.
What else did he say?
Persistence, but he
Persistence was a
didn't
big
say
thing.
2.4. Or did he?
I mean, like 2.4 persistence
Persistence.
is a big thing. It's something that they keep mentioning. It's something that's going to need to be there before they can go to stage 2, which is subsumption. And then they've showed in the latest around the verse, like the NPCs running around and only using 6 kilobytes of memory for like 50 NPCs or something, which is crazy. And yeah, ridiculous was the word. But yeah, a lot of stuff pertaining to that kind of thing.
Yeah, however, they did say Lando said that they are testing 2.4 builds. I mean, builds with persistence.
Mm.
So it is being tested.
It is being tested, yes.
And subsumption, yeah, that's going to be. I love that little. What's it called? Fast forward.
Yeah,
It's not a sneak peek anymore. But yeah, NPCs actually fluidly and naturally avoiding each other in a highly traffic area.
yeah,
Just that little thing of added realism.
yeah. And like avoiding each other and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I may have fixed your audio now. It
Ooh,
was
okay.
it was a Zoom thing. It like locked your audio, and I touched it, and then like you almost deafened me, and I think maybe GameFlix's ears might be bleeding, but I think you're fixed now.
Sorry, GameFleet. People on YouTube have no idea what we're talking about right now.
No.
No. It's podcasting stuff.
It's the future. So what else then? I mean, persistence and what that's going to entail, being able to move stuff around your hangar and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all coming. And words, they just went poof.
Poof. That drink is strong, or what?
Yeah, yeah, it is. Ooh, give me more of that.
One thing that Chris did deny, though, all the things he was promising and saying, yeah, will come out, or yeah, is on the way. One thing that he was hesitant about was multiplayer hangars for now.
Yeah, because first, well, the way they will be implementing multiplayer hangars is that by actually putting your hangar into the PU in the actual map.
Yeah.
So when you go to the PU, you won't be spawning in Port Olisar unless you actually logged out there, but you will be spawning in your hangar, getting the ship, hangar doors will open, and you will fly out. And for people to get into your hangar, I don't know how they'll do that, because surely then there will be people with hangars in the exact same physical location.
I think that's going to be an interesting point of contention, to be honest. Yeah.
So if you want to bring people into your hangar, will they have to be on your ship as you're flying in, or can they just fly up to where your hangar is?
So you reckon
the persistent universe, and then ring the doorbell?
Yeah, so you're reckoning that the hangar is going to be instanced? I mean, like Grand Theft Auto garages, maybe.
I don't like the way Grand Theft Auto garages work. That is buggy and janky as fudge.
But it works for that. I would have thought that it would not be instanced, or it might be phased or something, perhaps. But if it's all going to be there, I mean, then you have the issue with people like Admiral Nolan and Clifford, who have armadas in their hangars, compared to somebody who only has one bay. How many bays are going to be available in one hangar in the PU?
But don't you remember what Chris Roberts said about big fleets of ships for people? The hangars will not be infinitely expandable.
Okay.
There will actually be a limited number of bays that you'll have in a hangar, and you will walk up to a console and go, I want this ship, and if that ship is not on the bay would go into your underground storage hangar, and then the ship that you requested will pop up.
I see.
So yeah, that's how we're going to do that. So you won't be, if you have dozens of ships,
yeah,
you won't have kilometers of hangar. because
Okay.
that just wouldn't make sense both from, an in-universe point of view and from a game point of view.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So that's the way it was said it's going to be done. I don't know if they've changed their minds, but I do like that concept.
Yeah, because with 64 players, I mean, like there's 64 bedrooms in Port Olisar, which means that there has to be hangar space for 64 people's hangars. I mean, unless it's just going to be that whole valet system thing, in which case they can just say, "Oh, it's there somewhere." Yeah. But yeah. Otherwise, I don't know how it's going to work, to be honest.
Hmm. Well, well, the different hangars, are they going to be? Is the design of the hangar indicative of its location in the map, or can you have a Revel in New York hangar on Terra right next to a Southland hangar, or are all hangars on Terra, at least in the Ritzy section, are going to be Revel in New York ones?
I have no idea. It's been something that I've been thinking about for a while because like the hangars are modular. So is it that like when you expand a bay, what's happened is that like the Reveler New York hangar goes and then like the Southland hangar comes and then that's your new hangar, or what?
Yeah, I have no idea. They did say that it's going to take a while for the change to
To
become valid.
okay.
Like, oh, okay, I don't want a Revel in New York hangar anymore. I want to go to Southland. So you change, and then you're gonna have to wait a few in-game hours or even days while that's doing that's gonna be the disclaimer. You don't have access to your ships while you're being a little picky little bitch.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, like it'll be interesting to see how they handle it, but I mean, all we can do is speculate. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, just how the heck are they going to do this thing? It's yeah.
Because if you take Eve, for instance, and one of these starter systems, there's thousands of players in that system docking into the same space station. So if there's thousands of ships in there, and have you seen the little hangar that you have?
I've never really played Eve.
You have never even played Eve.
No,
Okay,
no.
You're in the space station. It's zero gravity. You're basically floating in a huge room, and you have a walkway connecting your ship to the structure of the space station.
Okay.
If there's thousands of those in a single station, just how massive is that space station?
I know that's that. I just don't know how they're going to do it because
some sizes in EVE Online don't make sense.
Because Port Olisar is only so small. I mean, it has space for 64 people. It has space underneath.
Ships.
Yeah, it has space underneath, but that's where like the big craft is supposed to dock. I know it's a modular modular station in that like in one what's that thing, jump point. They were on about how the stations are modular and it's not the way that they have done it. It's not that difficult for them to like make new stations from scratch by putting bits and pieces together. But like, how many bays will each character get for a Port Olisar hangar? 2, 3,
yeah,
1?
Because Port Olisar doesn't even have any hangars right now.
Yeah.
It's basically you land there and you have to keep your ship there. So what happens when you land and go to bed? Is there a valet system that kind of ferries your ship into a sort of designated area for parking?
Well, currently there is a valet system. That's how the flight deck works.
Yeah, and and the ship just goes poof.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to watch. I mean, there was a time lapse video where like they kind of like popped into existence, but excuse me. Sometimes you see them actually like land, and then they're there. So I don't.
Yeah. Sometimes they land and go
yeah, or sometimes they land and then start spinning in a circle.
All ships spin in a circle. Even the Starfarer spins in the Revel in your hangar. Very slowly, but it does. If you go prone right next to one of the landing gears and look at it, you can see it going up, up, up.
Yeah, I love that video somebody made of their P-52 Merlin. Like they actually called it a unit of time, like a Merlin, like it was hilarious. Yeah,
Merlin Revolution. Yeah,
yeah,
because the Merlin does spin quite quickly, and it's gonna be a sad day when they actually fix that. Some ships
Yeah.
stay in position when they're parked.
Like they should be.
Like they should, but it's something that people, are used to.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for Star Citizen news, but what else in space game news?
We played Adrift.
Adrift, yes, we did. What were your impressions on Adrift?
I love the way the EVA feels. Everything about it.
Yeah.
And I liked the way the game looked.
It's coming.
And that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, I was stoked for the game. I was. I mean, from what I saw of it from the Twitter campaign, neat GIFs here and there, like a 5-second
Twitter? Kickstarter, I mean.
No, Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter campaign, as in, where the studio says, Adrift is coming out soon, it's gonna be cool. Here's a video of an astronaut going, wee!
Wee!
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was interesting, and I liked the concept. Unfortunately, the gameplay was rather shallow. I guess in the future more could come of it. I mean, its real purpose was to be kind of more like a feature, like a tech demo for the Oculus Rift. However,
yeah,
tech demo for Oculus Rift, I mean, in as much as it is finding your WASD keys while being blindfolded in space, that's pretty much it. That's what it boiled down to be. I mean,
yeah, it doesn't have the things that the Vive has, because if you're actually playing the game with the Vive, which is coming soon, it wasn't there on release, but it's coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming.
Well, first off, you'll have the controllers for, which is going to be probably much more, well, not more intuitive to use, but nicer to use once you get used to it than keyboard. But the Vive also has a down-facing camera, so if you have a keyboard there, you can look down.
You can see your keyboard,
you can see where your keyboard is, so you'll know where to put your fingers.
Yeah, I mean, for
the
that
Oculus
game,
doesn't have that.
Yeah, for that game, I don't think that that's going to be an option. As in, it's coming. Vive support's coming out, I think, this month, but I don't think they're going to be able to add in control support, because this Vive support's coming out very late into the game. Up until last week, they were like, this game doesn't have any Vive support, because they wanted to very much support the release of Oculus.
I wonder what the actual difference is between Vive and Oculus when it comes to
hardware.
Well, no, because it's just a different display.
Do both have the handheld thingies or no? Only the Vive does, right?
Oculus Rift those are coming soon.
Okay.
They're slightly different. They're basically just something you put in your hands, and you have clicky things.
Yeah.
They don't have big touch pads, and they're not very 3D thingies. Yeah. Quite. Look at us being all knowledgeable about upcoming and already released VR systems where neither of us actually has one.
And I'm looking forward to hearing from Clifford, at least, because he has both, so he'll be able to tell us. Yes.
Okay. Just had an idea. People coming to CitizenCon, at least a few people should have some of that, the Oculus Rift or the Vive that are coming there. Maybe we could have, like a viewing party or a playing party, testing party.
That would be pretty interesting, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Since we are going to CitizenCon. Or are we?
I'm raising funds for it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I am on a we just had a beer. But
water diet.
Water and ramen diet, because I am saving up money to go there. Because I missed out on the cheap flights, and the price of the flight has gone up by 100% for me.
Yeah,
that's gonna hurt.
Yep, but I mean, if we do get there, it'll be a blast. It'll be a blast. I went to Manchester, and Testies are besties for sure, man. It was a great experience. It was a great experience.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And then we, I don't know if you were there. Oh yeah, you were there when we, Nolan and Liana. Was it Liana? But just people, just we hung out, in that hostel's hanging out area and trying to open a bottle of alcohol with no, it was something else, but we tried to open it with a screw or something because none of us had a corkscrew opener.
Oh wow!
And
okay.
then somebody was so fed up with it, so they actually ran a few blocks to the nearest shop, even though I didn't think anything was open because it was so late, but they actually found an open shop and returned with a corkscrew opener, so we opened it and drank it.
It's Manchester. There's selling alcohol everywhere somewhere.
Yeah, well, we had alcohol, we just had no way of accessing it. That was the problem. But yeah, lots of alcohol is going to be happening in October in Los Angeles.
It wouldn't be a test experience without it, to be honest.
True. And, well, I was going to say something about, other forms of intoxication, but I'm not going to, because Twitch, so... let's not get banned. Anyway, is that about it?
I believe so.
I really don't know of anything else that we could talk about.
This Fortnite's
been a slow 2 weeks. Yeah,
pretty dry. Yeah,
pretty dry.
Pretty dry.
Yeah. Leave it to CIG to flood us with new content. And then just nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we should have gone. Okay, all right, we have all this content. We may as well just take it very slowly because we never know when the next one's gonna come.
Binge. Nope. Yeah, we're not like that. No, we're definitely not like that. Anyway, well, I suppose thank you so very much for watching. Can I say that again because I did not do it well?
You're the editor.
I'm the editor. Well, this isn't editing. This is not going to be edited. No.
This is real life.
This is real. We'll do it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Anyway, thank you so much for watching on Twitch and on YouTube. This was episode 7 of season 3 of Fortnightly Frontier. 07. And we'll see you in the verse.